So Peter is going to talk about emerging targeted technology to address unmet clinical needs. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, and may I thank the organisers for inviting me here today. I want to talk to you about how we actually travel the pathway from innovation to a device ending up in clinical practice. And Patricia touched on the importance of evidence, but I think we also need to look at the time cycle of accruing that evidence so that it fits with the accelerated process of scientific advancement that is ongoing at present. So, innovation, I think we all innovate. We're all faced with clinical challenges which don't actually appear in a textbook or appear in RCTs, so we all have to identify the need of individuals and develop and innovate care to settle their particular clinical problems. Innovation is an important element of growing healthcare. And it is the development not just of technology, but it's ideas, it's of service delivery, it's the way we do things. But it's all about improving the quality of health and care for individual patients. You would think that, as that is its goal, it would be rapidly adopted and widely practiced throughout the healthcare system. The fact is that most innovation, the development pathway is long and protracted, and it's rare for things to get universally adopted, despite evidence underpinning their use. Innovation really is not just the idea and the product, it's how that is adopted into the healthcare system and how it diffuses and spreads throughout that system to demonstrate widespread usage. And I'm going to concentrate really on the adoption and diffusion pathway and where problems lie at present. Some innovations are easy to fit into the current systems of care. They build upon an existing practice and are easily accepted by healthcare professionals and by patients. However, some innovations require that we completely change the way we do things. And these disruptive innovations are the ones that are often most effective in improving care, but most difficult to get widely adopted throughout any healthcare system. In the UK, we're recognised as a centre of excellence for biomedical science research and for biomedical science developments. And you would think that with what is meant to be an integrated healthcare system, we'd also be incredibly good at taking on new innovations and adopting them into the systems of care. However, like most healthcare systems, the UK is no different than others. We're very slow at adopting change, and we're very much like a large ship. It's very difficult to change the course. And part of that is because if we've invested in one form of technology, the money is already spent, and making the change to new technology is not always easy. Particularly when it involves expensive equipment purchases. So how do we ensure a more rapid adoption and spread of material? I came across this from an article, and it's very worrying really when you consider that new technologies seem to be the way forward, but for healthcare service providers, technology takes an incredibly long time to be widely adopted, 17 years. By that stage, we are 3 innovations down the line in terms of scientific development, so we are always lagging behind the change that is improving patient care. It's interesting it doesn't apply to all toys. Surgeons, I'm a surgeon, are very keen on using the new toy on the block. And you can see here from the introduction of laparoscopic surgery. Laparoscopic surgery was rapidly and widely accepted and adopted into clinical practice. in part because of patient demand, and certainly it was widely adopted before scientific evidence underpinned that adoption. So it's an interesting balance between innovation, evidence and practice. And it doesn't always apply that you have to have the evidence before you get the adoption. You can see now that some groups of surgeons were far more easily persuaded to adopt the technology than others. So I think we have to look at how it's marketed, but also how disruptive the change in technology is. The surgeons performing laparoscopic cholecystectomy were also surgeons using laparoscopic techniques for diagnosis, and therefore it was an easy change in their technology. For the renal surgeon who wasn't doing laparoscopic procedures for diagnostic purposes beforehand, it was a very complicated and major change in his systems of practice that would allow him to adopt the technology. To address the introduction of innovation in areas that were recognised as having unmet needs, and one of those areas was the Cinderella specialty of wound care, the NHIR in the UK developed 8 health technology cooperatives, and I lead one on wound prevention and treatment. And my role over the last year has been to encourage the development of innovations in wound care, both in terms of wound prevention and in wound treatment. The health technology cooperatives are designed to change the way we innovate by putting industry at the end of the process, not at the beginning of the process. In other words, to look at what is needed and encourage developments that will provide the technology in the future, rather than the technology being offered to the NHS when it's been developed. The investment that the NIHR made was designed to look at areas of particular unmet need and to start working from a patient's-focused perspective to develop technology. In other words, we were looking at patient-led innovations. One of the things we did was to look at what patients required from our innovations to see how we could apply them. We as a group have looked at designing dressings which would allow us to change them less frequently. The patients turn around to us and say, it's very difficult if you're not washing that frequently, you get smelly, so you don't want to go out. So what they actually wanted was odour control, the ability to self-care, rather than technology which suited the healthcare professional, which meant that you saw the patient on a weekly basis. So we had to take on board the fact that the patient's demands may be slightly different from the demands of the clinician and from the demands of industry and healthcare services. The other important thing is that innovation requires development, it requires the strategy to market it, it requires the delivery of that product to the healthcare professional. And what is clear is that we need to involve patients throughout the whole process of this delivery package, not just what do you need. If we're going to speed this cycle of adoption and diffusion, 2 important components need to be added to the chain of development. One is that we need to make sure that marketing and advertising get through to both patients and healthcare providers so that they influence the service that's being delivered. But also, it's also often forgotten that education and training are a vitally important part of the innovation process. New technology can't be successfully introduced unless there's an educational strategy that underpins it. And I think we've been very slow at ensuring that education keeps pace with innovation technology delivery. Without that innovation cycle, if it's not linked to a carefully developed educational strategy, there's a thing called the chasm. The early adopters, and I'm a technology freak, so I've always got the latest phone or tablet available. But if you are a normal person, you like to know that the cycle is getting through its full curve, rather than you're one of the early adapters. You need to know that it's working. And if you don't get the education right and you don't get the strategies right for delivery, the technology fails to be delivered widely. So what are the barriers to full adoption? One is the time frame for innovation. At the moment, the time frame between idea and delivery is too long. So new technology is coming on board before old technology has been fully exploited and used and widely disseminated. We need to look too at how the cost effectiveness model that we do when we calculate through a sanitised RCT applies to the real world, by looking more at how products are being used and adapted and whether they are delivering the outcomes that were intended and identified in the RCTs. I think the other thing is that we need to make sure that the end user perceives the usefulness of the changes and the technology that is being developed, and that we address the mechanisms to making sure that it is easy for people to use new technology. I think we also have to be aware that there are three methods that get new technology diffused through the system. One is from commissioners, from the purchasers, ensuring that it has met regulatory and central requirements for introduction to the service as a whole. Clearly, the users are the main uptakers of new technology. They are subject to pressures in terms of outcomes from their peers. But it's also important to recognise that patients themselves will influence the adoption. And it's now not uncommon to find patients requesting specific treatments or specific technologies because they read about it in the journals. Wound care, I think, has notoriously been a slow adopter of change. We are seen as traditionalists. We stick to old and tried methods and are often resistant to the introduction of new technology. That despite the fact that over the last 10 years, the science underpinning wound care has taken many steps forward. I take these as quotes from the Chief Medical Officer for the UK, who has emphasised that he sees innovation and the development of improved delivery in terms of cost effectiveness as the only way that healthcare systems will cope with the current financial problems, but also with an ageing population in the future. So innovation is the way, the only way we can meet these challenges. Innovation must become the core business of us all. I think the fact is we are all innovators, but the innovations are rarely pushed through to adoption and diffusion to the whole healthcare system. So innovation is an ongoing cycle. It's one that is taking too long at present. It's one that we need to look at the mechanisms that we can speed to get the ideas taken forward into healthcare practice more rapidly. But it's one that will continue and will develop further ideas. So one idea always leads to the next. Thanks very much indeed.